everyone. This was never a video I thought I would have to make. It's complete bullshit that I even have to make this video because there are far more important things going out there. But, you know. So, I just want you guys to know that I started, you know, working with some people on my own back in like February. So I'm trying to look at here when we started the 50501 protest started on January 29th, right? I want to cover the person, but there you go. This person is not relevant to this conversation. So I started joining that group and understanding what these protests were because I was obviously concerned with the fact that ICE was coming to our city. So from that point forth, I started, we were working together and just, you know, talking about everything that was happening. I was trying to start a Discord, but it was infiltrated by some idiot. And, you know, we were just talking with my friend, you know, from February and so on and so forth. And then eventually out of that group, a group of us went off and started something to work against ICE. I had no idea. And I was like, just, you know, somebody told me like, oh, you know, so I'm trying to see when she sent me of 28, whatever. So we were in a group, and towards in February we had a group of people that we sprung off of that main group, and we were working towards blocking ICE or working to deter ICE. And it was in February that one of our friends who had a drone, and I'm trying to see if I can find this posted the pictures and sent it to us. And on that day I went to downtown LA, and I got off of Wilmington on the 105, went down Wilmington, then Alameda, and I was driving up and down telling people, hey, you know, immigration is here, we've seen this, we've seen cars, we've seen all this other stuff. And, you know, we were going back and forth on there talking about La Migra being here. And, you know, we keep talking about stuff like that. And I was just telling people, hey, you know, this is happening, posting it on my private Instagram. We have pictures. And then I start going up and down downtown LA, down Alameda. And then I go to Santee Alley, and I'm playing this recording from my phone saying, you know, ICE is here. We've seen this. This is confirmed. They're on Alameda. We've seen the buses, blah, blah, blah. When I was out there, I met El Chino Noticias and other Latino creators that asked me for pictures. I was showing them the pictures, okay? So when we're working on the spin-off of this group within my new friends, most of who were white or Asian descent, they told me, hey, why don't you reach out to Unión del Barrio out in San Diego? They're very good. They can guide us into creating our own team. And as you guys have seen, I posted the conversations from my old TikTok account where I contacted them in March, and then in April, and then in May for May Day March, and then in June. And I was like, hey, whatever, I'm here, right? And then we all know what happened in June. You know, Paramount happened in June. And after that happened in June, then you know, here we are, June 8th, right? I'm in downtown. That's the day that I went viral thanks to Quentin Quarantino. And then thanks to that MAGA kid, I went super viral because they were all making fun of me, calling me a minion or whatever on Fox News. But, you know, the Daily Mail and all that shit. So on June 8th, after that whole week was insane because my account went from like 1,000 to like 13,000 people by the end of that week. I was like in shock. I was like, holy shit, like what's happening, right? So later that week, we're posting that there's peaceful protests going on, all this other stuff, right? And then I asked you guys for my Venmo. It's right there because we were going to go clean Little Tokyo Museum, which I did. And throughout that, there was always protests going on here at that point. So I then went to, you know, I went to clean, which is where this video comes from. Look at the date right there. That's the date. Let me see. June 10th. So on June 10th, another group of activists of art, an art collective and activist group tells me, hey, you know, we're going to go clean up the museum. It would be good to have people from our representations. I'm like, dope. 2 days after that, you see, here we go. June 10th. That's when that started going super viral. Again, all this is on Pinche Grizzy, my personal and stuff. Then when I'm in there, I was even interviewed by this person. Further down on this video, you'll see it if you keep looking at it. That I'm in there cleaning.
We need to respect and love our city and our communities because Los Angeles is a city of immigrants.
So I was, you know, there you go. I was on the news in Germany. Yay. Then after that, 2 days later, Karen Bass came. She came and we were cleaning again. And some of my people some of my friends back then went to help me out. And we cleaned. Here you go. We were in Reuters. So I've been working towards helping my city for a while. Then, if you recall, here I am. This was June 12th.
For defending the kids against the tear gas on Sunday, Major Bass, I wanted to tell you in person that Officer with helmet 27875 struck a brown girl with her hands up in front of me. I was in the middle of both of those lines trying to defuse that.
So I told Karen Bass what the LAPD was doing back in June. Okay? Then we have No Kings, right? And during the No Kings protest, I met a lot of you. We took pictures, blah, blah, blah. Then after that, you know, I started going to other protests. We went to the one in for Palestine. And then I did my video where I'm like crying out of my ass here on July 1st. Okay? That's that timeline. So up to that point, I've been working on my own or with my friends on the underground, non-affiliated to anyone because I've never been affiliated to anyone. There was a point,
Hi everyone.
July 7th, I'm like, I'll be there.
A lot of people are going to be meeting with Alexandria.
This is after we talked about Alexandria.
Noon at City Hall, then walking over to Little Tokyo. I'm going to be parking.
I went to that.
Parking place on Temple Alameda, but instead of being in the corner,
I talked about that because
Tokyo with
Alexandria was in a protest and my brother-in-law sent me the link and I was like, make sure she gets home or whatever. So I make sure she got home. I started following her. And I thought she was cool kid, right? I love that fierceness and that love and that passion. That's never been something that I will always disclose.
So I'm going to Little Tokyo with Alexandria and a few people.
And I know
that showed up to help us. You know, and we did what we could with but limited time.
So we cleaned. That day I even bought somebody a meal. And then after that, sometime after that, she tells me, hey, come down to downtown. There's some people I want you to meet. And one of those people was AK. And I said, okay. So I go. And that was the day that I made a video where I told you guys that I thought the DHS had feelings because I took my daughter in her pajamas and they were turning away. Remember, I told you, oh, these motherfuckers have feelings or whatnot. So I made a video about that and I told you guys about it. Okay? All right, cool. We're cool. So that's when they started talking about this Occupy ICE or whatever. And so I want to show you a group that I was recently made a leader of. Unless they deleted the group, which looks like they did. Oh, no, here it is. HLC organizers. So this is a signal group. Look at that day, July 10th. That was that Thursday that I went at night. Okay? And I don't care if she wants to sue me for doxing or whatever. You're not going to talk shit about me to people and think I don't have the fucking receipts. So I'm nobody, right? I was not a founder. I had no part in this. Occupy ICE had nothing to fucking do with me. Okay, then why am I fucking here? Why am I here? And now, somebody made me, that's AK, by the way, LA woman, and left the group. I had forgotten about this. Thanks for bringing it up to my attention again and bumping it right up. Great job of disassociating from me. So that happened, right? And so we're like, okay, fine. So I let you guys know about it. I think that day I got $70. I bought a tent. I bought a stove. I bought all kinds of shit. I spent way more than what was given to me. And I dropped some stuff off. My audio gear, I loaned them, and I told them certain things on my cooler, my cart. It was a loan. It was not a donation because I use them for when I do the other marches or whatever. And so on and so forth. And everything was fine till Alexandria got arrested. Okay? So Alexandria got arrested. It was terrible. And then after that day in court, I went because AK says that's a good idea if you go. So I go. Alex's attorney at the time comes out and tells me, hey, if we need extra bail. I said, hell yeah, dude. I have a house. Whatever you need, I'll fucking, whatever. I can, I have a way for the government to fuck me over. Do what you need. Do the needful. She goes, well, they might ask for up to 25 grand. I'm like, fuck it. Go do it. I told her attorney, there was people there. Vanessa and the girl from A1A were both there. They can tell you that I am not lying, that I said absolutely yes. I'm running for mayor. If that helps, let them know, whatever. I don't care. Just get her off. And I was there for her. Anyway. Fast forward to then that following Saturday, AK has a bad feeling. She tells me she has a bad feeling. And I said, hey, listen, I've got these $40 that somebody sent me for Alex. I need to get them to her. And she said, well, I'm sure if you used them to make dinner tonight, she wouldn't mind. So I did. That's the night I made tinga. That was the last Saturday that I was there. Matter of fact, after I saw that, everything that happened to AK, I turned around and went back that night, and I was there till almost 2 a.m. Some of you were on the live with me. I was sitting in front of them by myself, and then at one point, somebody came that was dancing to trash and stuff or whatever, and then some other people were there with me, but I was there sitting, almost pissing myself till 1:45 in the morning, making noise because of AK, because I was fucking pissed. So, yeah. Okay? So, follow me. So, at one point, there was a conversation that happened on a chat. And someone's talking about, these are the things that we should do to make sure no more people get taken, because obviously we were all upset. And then the same person says, and I clarified, Alex did not say this part. This was some other person that says, and for the Olympics, let's just show them how horrible the leadership of LA is, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, back up. That's going to fuck me over. Okay? Like, no. And that's what I say here. I say that's going to screw me over. And with an instance, look at 6 and then Grizzy, we love you, but we can't strategize around your mayoral campaign. Now, the mayoral campaign is going to be 2026. If I win, I'm going to be the mayor in 2028. So no, effectively, if you're trying to fuck up 2028, that screws me. You want to fuck up World Cup next year? I'm with you. Shit, I'll lead it. Because yeah, you can't be having a freaking World Cup or an event that's supposed to be for the entire world while you're literally taking immigrants and putting them in wherever the hell you want, right? So I agree with that sentiment, but the dates were wrong, and that's what I was trying to say. But I kind of got upset when she said that, so instead of clarifying, I just left the group. Now, she sidebarred me on that, as well as the other person, and in the sidebar, she's like, I don't understand. I thought we were clear. And I said, no, what you did is not okay, and how can you easily dismiss me like that after I've done all of this for you? I fucking stuck my neck out for you. And she accused me of weaponizing that against her, and I'm like, what you call weaponizing is making you aware that, calling it to account. No. I put my neck out for you. I haven't even been around my fucking family. I haven't cooked a dinner for my family this year. The first dinner that I cooked was for the collective. How are you now saying that I'm weaponizing this shit against you and you guys won't take me into consideration? So that obviously hurt my feelings. Straight up. Okay? But whatever. I let it go. I know everybody was tired. I didn't care. Then we continue on. AK gets out, and later that week, I go and I, to say, sorry, AK, I couldn't be there for you in court today. I had to go back to work. I was only off of work for 2 weeks. And then Alexandria was punching a punching boxing bag when I got there. I said, you and I have a conversation pending, but right now it's not the time. And she agreed, and whatever. But she was already coming off to me aggressive and apprehensive, right? That the same Saturday when I was DJing up until like 1:45, my friend from San Diego, who's one of the original members from that group back in January where we started strategizing against ICE, tells me I have this idea about this feminine thing where we protest in skirts. And I said to her, that sounds great, run it through Alex though, because this is kind of her baby. And I don't want to step on any toes. We're kind of having, you know, situations right now. I don't want to step on any toes, and it's not my thing. Like, straight up, like, go handle. So she did. My friend told me that Alex took the idea, ran with it, made the flyer, whatever, thought it was a great idea. Great. Then somebody tags me on another conversation about me being the DJ, and I'm like, great, of course. So there I am, planning to buy lights, telling my husband, I don't need my new laptop for school, let's postpone that. I'd rather get speakers. I'm going to go out with a bang, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm excited. So here's the, you know, where she tells me that I'm weaponizing things. And I'm like, what you call that is context, babe. Like, I'm not weaponizing shit. I feel right now like, and I'm telling her, the dates, like, check your dates, right? Because 2026 is next year, 2020 is 2 years ago. So please pause to read, by all means. And that, it did hurt. I mean, I said she was technically my child to protect her. And I've always been that person. But anyways. So that thing comes up and somebody tags me and then she sends me that. Okay? Where it says that I will not be DJing that evening. And I'm going to now play the audio of that message. So you can hear it with her own words. Because I'm a whole lot of shit, but a liar ain't one. So give me 1 second. Let me find that freaking audio.
Down about me and AK and just camp in general off of your account right now. Yesterday, the conversation about anonymity was never the thing, but you going on TikTok and blatantly saying that yourself, AK, and I are the organizers, one, makes it dangerous. It puts a target on our back. And two, it's not true. I don't know what the confusion is here, but you have not been an organizer and you don't get to take credit for everybody else's hard work and show up when it's already done. As for the TikTok videos, you posting about our Femme Fatale event on Saturday and saying it's you and two other people who are not involved in organizing at all is absolutely ridiculous. We were already organizing this event for Saturday. It is a mark of our 30 days of protesting 24/7. So when you brought it up yesterday, I thought it was weird, and I figured we would have some kind of an issue here when it came to my plans, and I went ahead and posted it, hoping I wouldn't even have to do this. I don't understand where this weird conflict is coming from. All of a sudden, I've always been supportive of you, and it's really just, I'm done with it. I don't want any drama in my life, and I am really over the social media shade and you just trying to attach yourself to something where you're not putting in the fucking work. We appreciate the food. We appreciate you coming down and helping and DJing a couple nights a week, but that's not organizing. You have no idea what I've been dealing with the last couple months when it comes to organizing, and it is not fair.
So I have no idea what she's been doing the last couple months. She has no idea what the fuck I've been doing since January. And what I've been doing on the streets without anybody knowing, because I don't put my business out there like that. But go on, Queen, right? Okay, fine. So then she says that. And I will admit that that really pissed me off. And that's when I told her, you need to back the fuck up, because you're not going to fucking tell me what the fuck I can and cannot do in my city. Because, by the way, out of us three, the only one born and still living in LA full time was me. My understanding is AK might have been born here, moved around, did her thing, and I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm telling you about me. You could prove it through my fucking taxes, the fucking amount of taxes I paid my entire life, and my addresses. You can do a background check on me. You will know my ass has lived in the city my entire life. So no, homie. All right? And that's when, after I heard that, I was like, just to be clear, you don't get to tell me what the fuck to do. Because I don't know where this child got it in her head that you're going to tell a grown-ass woman what to do. I blocked out the name of the other person because they don't want to be dragged into this, and they don't have to be. So yes, by all means, pause and read. Okay? So that, yeah, that's basically the same text. So no. Okay, so she tells me that. That's why I said, fuck it, you want me to do all that? I'll do it. Fine. Did all of that. Now other people are commenting stuff on Instagram and bringing her into it because apparently AK has a sordid past. I don't know. I never did a background check on her. I don't fucking care. I don't want to be involved in any of that shit either. That is not my shit. I'm just talking about with me personally. And I got a phone call. All right? So I get a phone call and I don't recognize the number. And I'm like, hello? And I'm like, who's this? It's Alex. I'm like, no. She's like, no. I said, no, it literally has something going on that I have way more important to do. I don't want to fucking talk to you. And why the fuck should I, after being treated that way and being who I was and being as welcoming as I was and literally treating her like my own fucking kid? Why the hell should I even give her grace? I don't think anybody would, but fuck it. So then she tells me she's sorry to hear about my person, and I just don't want to show you because it's not anybody's business to whose, right? But so she says, I'm sorry to hear, and I don't want to dox anybody. Hold on. So she says, I'm sorry to hear, but we need to talk. I'm putting you in danger with lies. Understand, blah, blah, blah. Something that she doesn't know about AK. Okay, there you go. I don't want to show her number, and I don't want to show my relatives' information because it's not pertinent, but there you go. So whatever bullshit's going on over there is now starting to catch with her. Okay? Now, when I went to her court hearing, I heard her attorney said what she said, and I said, whatever. So then I replied that I have taken an oath, okay? I've taken an oath in law school. I've taken an oath in law school. I basically take the same oath as an attorney. So if you have open litigation, not a good idea to talk to me. Best of luck to you. Because I will not perjure myself in court for anybody. Not even in the court of public opinion, which we're doing right now. So I will not perjure myself, right? Because duh. Hello, I'm fucking going to law school. I'm running for public office. So then she accuses me that I'm defaming her because I am upset. I said, I'm not upset. You know, my family members in the hospital, they're getting surgery right now. I'm waiting to hear when she's out of surgery, like today. This is happening today. So why the hell would I even care about this anymore at this moment? But this person needs that much attention that she thinks that her petty little squabbles and all of her lights catching up to her are somehow my fucking problem. Or my priority. No, you must have had me a million times fucking backed up, confused, bitch. Because I don't. My immediate family is my problem. Law school's my problem. My community is my problem. My city's my problem. This petty bullshit, I don't care for. I don't. So, I just said, I don't care. So then she tells me that me commenting on Instagram from the hospital's fine. And I just said, I don't know you an explanation. Because I don't. I can do whatever the hell I want. And furthermore, I wasn't even at the hospital yesterday. I was letting my relative rest because she got a bunch of other people visiting her. And she's about to undergo surgery the next day. So don't they need to fucking rest and relax? Like, hello? But no. I'm the one that has been shit talked to in that whole little collective area in downtown. I'm the one that's not welcome. When I went to pick up my PA and my equipment, because fuck a bitch, if they're going to take advantage of me financially and walk away with it, no bitch, not today. I went with my husband, and all of those people were ready to fucking bite my head off. Not the Latino creators, not Estela, not Chavito, not them. No, I'm talking about the people in the encampment. They were ready to bite my head off. They started screaming at me. Somebody got it on video. I hope they fucking posted it. I grabbed my shit and I left. I let my husband take the lead because he's more even-keeled than me, but he's also more deadly. Okay? I don't do manipulation. I don't do bullshit. I don't do lies. Don't fucking come for me thinking I'm not gonna remember. I'm ever gonna say about this shit. I will go to downtown whenever the fuck I want, whenever I have time, to be with my people, because the plight of my people shouldn't be something that somebody uses to fundraise over $7,000, which was not me if you check the GoFundMes. I don't have one. When I first went viral, people were like, set up the GoFundMe. And I'm like, for what? I have a fucking job. I still have a job, but you know who doesn't? Exactly. They don't have jobs, but I have a fucking job. I still go to work 7 to 3:30 Monday through Friday. Matter of fact, I thought I was going to get fired after going viral the first time. They couldn't, but still, you worry. Then I thought they were going to dismiss me because I'm going to law school. Instead, I cut my salary, so now I'm taking a shorter salary so I can go to law school. So no, absolutely the fuck not. I go where I want, when I want. And if anybody wants to catch these hands, you're welcome to. But I don't want that shit. I want to be left alone. I want to do what I need to do to take care of my people. I want to run this campaign. If the people still want me to be their mayor, fuck it. And if they don't, they don't. I'm still going to go finish law school. Because I'm a person of conviction, transparency, and honesty. And if I said something, you will hold me to fucking account. Because I know you're going to keep the receipts. But in that same manner, I will always keep every goddamn receipt when you're going to try to come for me. So I am angry. Because how dare you? After I literally showed you the love that I don't show so many people, how dare you use that and weaponize that against me and try to take advantage of me financially and emotionally? How dare you? How dare you use the suffering of 1,000 or more aliens, undocumented people that keep being taken? How dare you? How dare you put everybody in peril? One thing is documenting and taking pictures, and the other one is screaming and baiting at DHS like you guys do. Not everybody there wants to get fucked up. And and Tatiana's a prime example. Tatiana's never gone and done what some of those other more advantageous people do, or those adventurous people do. And look how they treated her. And that's on y'all too. Because cowards always go after who they perceive to be the weakest link. But you done fucked up with me, girl. Because I'm not the weakest link. I'm the strongest fucking link. Because the entire country, the entire city, the entire state, the entire world knows I told the president to suck my left nut. And guess what? I'll do it fucking again, even if he has me facing the fucking shooting squad. Something none of you bitches would do. So that's my truth. Bye.